Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Lapu was one of the many heroes that received buffs in the latest patch. The developers decided that they wanted to make him stronger in teamfights and reduce the cooldowns of his skills in outform. But the most significant buff was the huge 30% damage reduction effect when hitting a single enemy with his outform skill 2, which can be increased by extra 8% more for each additional enemy that was also hit. This buff alone made him significantly more durable when he outs, so we have to ensure that we hit at least one enemy hero with skill 2 after outing. You're going to see exactly how powerful he is now following these buffs, and why he's taking over the EXP lane meta. We'll be starting off our item build with Tough Boots. It offers 25% resilience to reduce the duration of CC effects, and this is quite important if we get hit by a long Selena arrow. Lapu needs to keep going when he enters a teamfight, so getting CC'd for a long time is not ideal. Even though he has CC immune mechanics from his outform skill 1 and 3, we can still be hit by chain CC if the enemy times their CC well.
We will show them what we're made of! Forward! Defend this land! Defend our dignity!
First blood! That was amazing!
Lapu's passive is pretty straightforward. He gains bravery when he deals damage, which can be tracked by the bar below his HP. At full charge, the bar turns red, and it'll enhance his next basic attack to dash toward a target for extra damage and shielding. This is useful for chasing enemies and for some extra sustain with the shield. We can gain bravery pretty easily while in outform, so we should try to basic attack during fights whenever we have a red bar.
Be our best
We're ahead
reinforcements!
and goal. Attack the turtle! Okay. Request backup.
The god of the sea will protect us from all odds!
Battle spells ready. Request backup. Okay.
Lapu combines his dual swords into a greatsword and leaps towards an area when we cast his ult, and he'll remain in greatsword mode for 10 seconds. During these 10 seconds, we gain up to 60 hybrid defense to make us more tanky, and also gain 3 enhanced skills. The first skill is a forward swing of the greatsword that stuns enemies in the AoE. The second skill is a circular swing that deals damage and gives us the damage reduction bonus that I've mentioned earlier. The third skill is the main damage source, and Lapu will swing his greatsword 3 times to deal pretty good AoE damage. We can move while casting skill 3 by using the movement wheel, and this adjusts the AoE of the swings as well. The exact combo to use depends on the situation, but if you're new to Lapu, you can go with a general combo of out, skill 2, skill 1, then skill 3. But try to hit the enemies with your initial outcast so you can slow them. This helps to improve the chances of the rest of your skills hitting.
We will fight for our freedom!
Enemy missing. Understood. Ult is ready. Initiate retreat.
Forests and mountains will be our best reinforcements!
Ally help is ready. An enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Hero resurrected.
All of Lapu's skills have 100% spell vamp ratio, meaning that we can gain a lot of healing from our skill damage if we have spell vamp stats. This is why we are using the Fighter Emblem for 12% base spell vamp, and Festival of Blood as the second talent for base 6% spell vamp. Our first item, which is 𝗟𝗚𝗚𝗟𝗓, also gives us 12% spell vamp, bringing our total to at least 30% spell vamp. 𝗟𝗚𝗚𝗟 is overall a great offensive item for Lapu, as the passive rewards a sustained playstyle. We can easily achieve max stacks on the passive, which gives us a total of 107 physical attack, as well as 10% extra true damage to any of our attacks. It also gives us 10% CDR, which lets us cast our skills more often. And since our skills are our main damage and healing source, CDR is a stat that we'll be stacking up more of with our next items as well.
Gather at the turtle. Request backup. An enemy has been slain. Gather at the turtle.
No army is enough to withstand the storm of our people!
Request backup. Understood.
We will be your nightmare!
An ally is slain the turtle. Initiate retreat.
Some people can never be conquered!
Now, normally I'd go with Dominance Ice as the next item when our opposing EXP laner is also a sustained hero, such as Alpha, but I don't think he's much of a threat, so I'm going for stronger snowball items in this match. Queen's Wings offers more physical attack, and another 10% spell vamp to bring our total to at least 40%. The two passives also reward a sustained playstyle since we deal more damage at lower HP, and also gain extra damage reduction when we drop below 40% HP. This helps us play even more aggressive, since we can heal more and deal more damage.
Never give in, even at the cost of blood.
One of my favorite tricks with Lapu is to combine his 𝗟𝗘𝗖𝗜𝗔𝗟 with Flicker. This is because it has such a long delay, so combining it with Flicker helps us reposition it and be more unpredictable.
Gather at the turtle!
The god of the sea will protect us from all odds.
I'm going all in on the snowball here, so our next item is Brute Force Breastplate. It has a decent mix of offensive and defensive stats that suit sustained brawlers like Lapu. The passive has the same stacking mechanics as 𝗟𝗚𝗚𝗟, and it grants us more damage and move speed with stacks. At max stacks, it also grants 25% more resilience to make us less susceptible to CC. You should also notice that I'm just spamming my ult a lot. That's because Lapu's ult has a pretty short cooldown, so it's not too punishing to just use it. With our high CDR build, our ult cooldown is even shorter, and can even sometimes be casted twice in a decently long enough fight. Our fifth item is Oracle, which gives us another 10% CDR and some durability stats. With our four other items, we'll have the maximum of 40% CDR. We also get 30% more from our spell vamp and shielding through Oracle's passive, making us even more annoying to kill. This build is usually best in a snowball scenario, which is what's happening this game, but you can opt for other defensive items if that's not the case. Twilight Armor is now buffed and is a solid choice when facing high single instance burst damage, such as Leslie or Fasa. It also has a low HP healing passive that suits Lapu's playstyle. Also, the earlier mentioned Dominance Ice is great when facing high physical damage and when there are enemies with high sustain, such as Yuzhong and Phobius. The list goes on, but if you need any other item suggestions, feel free to ask me in the comments and I'll do my best to respond.
the strength of our people.
So what do you think of Lapu right now? In my opinion, he's at least a top 3 XP laner in solo queue at this point in time. His overall kit allows him to play very aggressively right from the early game, and he has a great mix of offensive pressure and defensive capabilities. But do you think he deserves to be called the top EXP laner? Or do you think there are better candidates that are more suitable to be the top dog? I look forward to hearing your opinions in the comments.